That's an excuse.
Like, because my mom got her ass beat.
That's an excuse. That's like saying, okay, going in and grabbing your secretary's ass is an old way of thinking.
No.
Yeah, it is. That doesn't make it mean it was right back then, and it's definitely not right now. Like, either
it's
way,
not right
it's
to
an
beat
excuse.
your kid to oblivion.
Either way, it's an excuse.
I agree with you.
All I was trying to say is,
that dude is a freak of nature, and if he
is,
barely pats his kid, that shit probably hurts. He was having grown men wincing in pain,
but okay,
shaking their hands. He was making grown men wince. So what do you think that dude who was a freak of nature disciplining his kid? That's an ass whooping.
Again, bro. That's an excuse because there are plenty of athletes. There are plenty of athletes who discipline their kids without sending them to the hospital.
That is true. But I think with him, he has that shit ingrained in him.
Again, bro, this is just an excuse. We've already talked about this topic plenty of times. Yeah. I'm not trying to talk about it. I just wanted it to be addressed.
I'm saying
in
people
the same
who
way
do
that you always
and
bring
continue
up
to
big
do
men's
that,
shit.
Like, yeah, I get why you bring that up. But people who do that and continue to do that, like, they got to go get counseling.
So with that, is it a touchdown or is it a turnover that AP's back for the Redskins?
The Deadskins?
Specifically.
Yeah, it's a touchdown. Because Guice is probably going to get the full load. Thing is, Peterson had 898 rush yards last year. That was more than Gurley.
And I think he had more.
5 touchdowns.
He had more like running yards of over 20 carries than like a bunch of elite running backs.
Mans can still play. He can still play.
Next up,
top 5 running back all time. Who's better, AP or LT?
Probably AP.
By a little bit or a lot?
Bro, that's essentially the same fucking argument we always have about Christian McCaffrey and Zeke. It's literally the same argument.
No, it's not. No,
just different context.
That's a Randy Moss TO argument.
Yeah, it's literally
AP
the same
and LT?
Argument. It's literally the same. It's literally the same argument.
Because Zeke is a better running back, but McCaffrey's the future. You're mad, but it's true.
No, it's not. It's a physical runner.
Zeke could never get 1,000 yards rushing.
It's the physical runner versus
the versatile finesse runner.
Yeah.
Who is the future? He's 1,000-yard receiver in the league.
But so with that, you already know who I'm going to pick. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't.
If I was starting my offense, I'm picking Zeke too.
It's the same.
But I'm also putting McCaffrey at receiver. That's the cheat code.
All right, Darius Slay's on the trade block. Is that a touchdown or a turnover for Detroit?
Yeah, it's kind of common sense because you ain't going to keep him. You clearly don't keep your top talent. You just trade everybody away and then sign free agents to overpriced contracts.
So is it a touchdown or a turnover?
It's the smartest thing that they've done, and they've been fumbling the ball.
So it's a safety when you fumble a punt?
Is it like a 2-point conversion return back for a score?
I don't know. And I'm going to say it's a foregone. I'm going to say it's a touchdown because that team needs a full rebuild, and you might as well cash in your best player. And besides, he's just wasting away in Detroit anyways. They're traded away all his friends, so might as well go somewhere else. Oh. I don't think he should go to the Rams, though, because honestly, the Rams really just think they can throw any sort of talent at a wall
trades
and hope that they can win a game. But as we saw last year, that can easily get you to 9-7 and out the playoffs and sitting at home with the Chargers
with an aging running back
who might get cut. But that's
4 years left on his contract and a starting QB who isn't even a top 15 quarterback.
Nigel Bradham was announced that he'll be let go by the Eagles. Is that a touchdown or a turnover for Bradham?
Obviously a turnover for him because, I mean, he had like a couple good seasons, but shout out to those Florida State linebackers who get that second contract.
He really came on for that Super Bowl team. That's really what earned himself that contract, but he's kind of been like average since.
Yep.
Still probably would be the best linebacker on the Raiders, though. So
that's really sad. Why would you say that? That combine's right. Like, they may draft a linebacker. You're just going to put that negative energy out there.
Derek Carr is on the block. Is that a touchdown or a turnover for the Raiders? So you're saying it's a touchdown? We don't have a lot of time, so your dramatic buildup is not wanted right now.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a touchdown too, because
paying him was a stupid idea.
Not even that. If you can't beat Pat Mahomes, if you can't beat the Chiefs, then anything else is void. So I'm all for kicking the tires on a new QB, gambling while you're in Vegas, going all in on Gruden, getting your guy, because it's clear. Like I don't think Derek Carr is not an NFL quarterback. Like, I think he can be a starter. I think he can be good somewhere else.
He's not a franchise.
But he's not going to be good with the Raiders, because the Raiders are already in a full-scale rebuild, and you might as well add the quarterback to that mix, because clearly Carr is not enough to expedite that full rebuild, if that makes sense.
That was cool.
So if he's not going to make your rebuild go any faster, as he's shown this past season, then what's the point in keeping him? Might as well trade him, get what you can, let him go be productive somewhere else. I don't know why he's so salty about it. He's made all his money. The team's already moving anyway, so he's going to move anyways. He's going to be good somewhere else. He's still under 30. He still has 3 years on his deal, so he really shouldn't be salty, especially because they essentially picked him over Cooper and Mack. Didn't work out. But that's how these things work. There's no reason to be salty. You still are always going to have Raider fans root for you.
He's never allowed to be salty.
You're across the silver and black record book. You're still one of the best quarterbacks in franchise history, for better or worse.
He's all-time leading passer, right?
That's what I'm saying. So this whole idea of like, oh, I'm going to post cryptic pictures with no comments of all these teams that need a quarterback. Like, I get it, bro. Go for it. You can. You have an Instagram account. Go for it.
Do that?
But, like, why? Just be happy. Like, you're in a good place. It's all going to work out for the best. You have all this Christian faith, but I don't see it, because as soon as some adversity comes, you're over here whining. But
over here sparking out like a bad joint. Shout out to Greg Robinson. All right, Pete, that's how you make a quality weed joke.
Andy Dalton is on the block. Is that a touchdown or a turnover for Andy Dalton?
That's a turnover for the block.
Woo! I'm just going to keep it moving on that one. Matt Stafford is on the block. Is it a touchdown or a turnover for Matt Stafford?
Man, just trade that man and let him be.
Same. It's got to be a touchdown. I'd take him on the Raiders. I think the Raiders would be improved. Let's trade him for Carr straight up. I've been saying that. Make that deal happen. It'll work for both teams.
So dude with even more mileage on his body, who is less athletic and beat up.
But he can actually throw a pass more than 20 yards downfield.
So can Carr.
And honestly, Stafford hasn't been hurt. This was his first year hurt since his third year.
Yeah.
So he's not as injury prone as you think. And like I said, he's better arm talent than Carr. Period.
Not many people have a better arm talent than Matthew.
And he's actually thrown for 5,000 yards once, almost twice, and got close a third time.
Shout out to Calvin Johnson.
No, he threw it twice and almost got close a third time.
Shout out to Calvin Johnson.
And one of those was without Calvin Johnson. I think the third one was
Golden Tate, Kenny Galladay, and Marvin Jones.
Devontae Freeman is rumored that he might get cut. Is that a touchdown or a turnover for the Falcons?
That can't be a touchdown because he didn't score any.
Ouch. Going for bodies out here, man. But yeah, I'm gonna say it's a touchdown too, because
it's a turnover. I mean, I'm glad he got paid for when he got paid. Shout out to Luther Campbell's wife who put that deal together. I'm glad he got paid, but he just never materialized.
I'm gonna say
because the Falcons' offense never figured out what they were.
They should have kept Tevin Coleman.
They really should have
said that. But Yeah, I'm going to say it's a touchdown for the Falcons only because their cap situation has been a mess since they won that Super Bowl. And if getting rid of Freeman puts you a step closer to getting that situation right, you might be able to salvage an extra playoff run in Julio and Matt Ryan's final push. But yeah, man, ultimately,
Julio Jones deserved better.
I mean, at least I don't know, man. I mean, he did deserve better, but at the same time, I mean, I'd rather be him than Larry Fitzgerald.
That's true.
But then Larry also got 2. Didn't he get 2 Super Bowls?
He didn't win any Super Bowls.
But didn't he go to 2?
No, I think he just went to 1.
Yeah, he only went to 1.
Arizona.
So, yeah, there you go. Same people.
And they lost.
All right, and last and certainly least, Trumaine Johnson is also expected to get cut. Is that a touchdown or a turnover for him? He's earned $34 million over the past 2 years, $70 million over 8 seasons.
Who's finessed more, him or Josh Norman?
Oof.
At least he stays. At least Trumaine Johnson just stays quiet. Norman is like, don't shut up, and he got bounced off the ground by Saquon Barkley, like bounced like a basketball on hot asphalt when you were in middle school.
Yeah, man, I think Johnson's one of those dudes you like the idea of, but once you put him on your team and he starts getting mossed, missing tackles, and then you're like,
He was a corner and a safety coming out of Montana. They didn't know where to put him. Yeah, 1 good year.
I don't know, man. I just feel like he's not the worst.
Definitely not the best.
But definitely not the best.
He'll be a salvageable free safety.
I think he can get he
gets cut and Grudem signs as a free safety. What do you do?
It wouldn't be worse than LaMarcus Joyner, put it to you that way.
It wouldn't be worse than bringing back Carl Joseph and LaMarcus Joyner.
On that note, let's go ahead and transition to the rants. We're already over time, so let's just make it quick.
You want to go first?
Do you want me to? I don't really have much.
I'll just get mine out the way.
Go for it.
Yeah. Again, great birthday. Glad to be alive. 28 years young. And yeah, if anything, like this week and this past couple days, just really taught me to be thankful for the people that come into my life that have like helped me along the way, and I'm truly appreciative of those people. Like, some people come into your life, they're not there like permanently, or they have an impact on you and then they're gone, or like you're in the trenches with them. And sometimes you got to step back and be like, you know what, this person's had my back. Or even though this small amount of time, like, me and this person had chemistry, we were great together, it worked out. Fantastic. So I'm just thankful for the people I have in my life that continually feed positive energy into me and keep me honest. So I'm thankful for that. And thankful that, got to 28. Because honestly, it's a miracle I'm here. Like, my mom almost died with her giving birth. So, like, every day for me is a blessing. And I think about, like, if my twin sister made it, like, what would she be doing? And the best way to honor that is to just try to live my best life. And, yeah. By the way, shout out to Busby's Bar, Busby West in Santa Monica. That's a dope-ass bar. Like, they have the bar set up, and then there's, like, foosball and a beer, like, multiple beer pong tables, and then, like, 2 pool tables, and then a Pop-A-Shot, and then a big-ass Connect Four. Like, might have to they have, like, a back room. We might just have to have a podcast in there.
I've never been to that one.
Busby's West
It's literally like 0.3 of a mile from my office, but I've never been there. I've been to the one in Mid-City. The one in Mid-City is cool, yeah. I've been to that one.
That one,
I think the West one is a Raiders bar.
The West one is fire.
I think it's a Raiders bar. I think it's official Raider Nation bar. And one of them is. But I've never been to the West one.
And I